My name is Jimmy Pang, and I have over 25 years of investment experience. Today, I work with the New York Institute of Finance and New York University in teaching investment to young folks, such as yourself.
I'm going to be very, very specific with the representations that I use. Okay, QD is quantity demanded for a number of units bought at a certain price.
I've worked in major financial centers from Hong Kong, Shanghai, New York, and London.
The Dow Jones is the 30 largest companies in the US. These are all US indices, by the way. And then the NASDAQ is more technology oriented. And so these indices, when you watch them go up and down, they can help you get a sense of what investors are thinking.
I think my career is unique in the sense that I've worked with both a Western asset manager, such as AllianceBernstein, to the fifth largest bank in China. So I've experienced cultures from the West as well as the East.
And then this part is called trade. This is exports minus imports. Can anybody tell me why this is negative? Why is it negative for the US, this trade figure?
I chose finance early on because I was actually an avid comic book collector. And it so happened that Marvel Entertainment Group was going public when I was a young teenager. This really catalyzed my interest in finance.
Then, of course, that's not the only cost. There's still the SG&A that I was talking about. You have Nike Town, you got to pay for the rent, you got to pay for staffing, you got to pay for marketing, and that would be the other cost. And then what's left over is potentially the net profit.
I also wanted to be in charge of my own finances and manage my own money eventually. G2020, New York Institute of Finance program, helps you to do just that. It's made precisely so you can get a step ahead in finance, learn through our experiences.
They will give you back, like literally give you back $2.10 every year. And so automatically, assuming the price doesn't go up or down, you'll get 7.5% return, $2 divided by 27.5. Okay, questions.
The program is made for a young person, regardless of background or prior experience, to help you get a head start in understanding economies, markets, companies, and analyzing financial statements.
So you start with net income. You always start with the cash flow from operations. You start with net income, add back depreciation, add back any changes in the working capital. This was something that we talked about in terms of accounts receivable, changes in accounts receivable, changes in inventory, changes in accounts payable.
I teach topics from basic macro and microeconomics to the details of analyzing companies using financial ratios.
Right, how did I get to the 500 million? It's basically taking 542 divided by 1.085. How did I get to the 573? Well, I took 675 or divided by 1 plus R, which is 8.5% to the second power, ...
In addition to stock investing, I'm also an entrepreneur. I so happen to own the largest archery range across the US. And I can help teach these fundamentals about how to start a new business, understanding business models, and to be a research detective. By asking the right questions, you can get the right answers. Kind of like an FBI agent, I like to think.
Balance to see and say to yourself, oh, wait a second, did inventory increase by too little or too much? Did inventory increase as much as sales did? Because you do want inventory to kind of grow with sales.
And then there are some newer topics like crypto and fintech that we also teach. My sections will benefit you by providing the core knowledge necessary to make these sound investment choices.
And I was only paying 2% on that bond, but then interest rates in general went up, and now companies are offering 5% interest. Well, guess what's going to happen to my bond price? Rates rose and my bond prices fell.
And then students such as yourselves can be better prepared to practice these fundamentals and just improve, practice until you perfect it, and you will make such amazing financial decisions in the future.